Welcome to a brief demo of our AI Roleplay practice mode at Virtual Sapiens. So whether you're in our self-serve practice portal, as you can see here, or perhaps you're on a learning journey and one of these learning journeys has a roleplay in it, you will, by clicking on roleplay, enter into your specific roleplay library. Now, these scenarios will be specific to you, specific to the cohort or team you're in, and will change depending on what you should have access to and when. So now my library consists of a number of different types of role plays. We have role plays that use camera and audio. We have mic only, no video role plays. We have multi-persona role plays where the AI would be taking on multiple personas within this conversation. For the purposes of showing you around, I'm going to choose one of our open-ended role plays. This is the difficult conversation user suggested. So as the name suggests, I, the user, get to decide who I'm speaking with, right? We'll select our devices, and then I'll just review the settings, make sure that I understand the context, what my feedback is going to be based on. So in this case, because video is involved, my on-camera presence will account for 30% of the score, spoken communication 70%. Here I'll be asked whether or not I would like to have my videos saved for playback purposes only. If I say no, that means that my video will literally not exist ever. If I say yes, then it will exist for playback purposes only. And what I mean by that is that our AI runs client side, so accessing your web stream and never actually recording the video. So once we're ready to go, we'll start the role play.
Hi, Rachel. I'm Elena. I'm ready to help you practice a tough conversation. To make this realistic, let's set the scene. First, who am I in this scenario? What's my name? And what's my relationship to you?
Great. Yes, I need to play the role of Natasha. Natasha is a direct report of mine, but only just recently. We used to be peer-to-peer colleagues and good work friends. I have to give her some tough feedback because she has missed consecutive deadlines, and I'm both concerned that she may be abusing our friendship in this new position of authority, but then also, really need to make sure that she feels supported and, in receiving this feedback.
Got it. That's a really rich setup. Next, what's the core conflict from your perspective? What exactly do I, Natasha, need to hear?
We'll now go back and forth. So myself and the AI, as long as is needed to get to a resolution or a natural endpoint in the conversation, the AI will often get harder and harder, more challenging, depending on, again, the prompting behind the role play, which is something that you can control as an admin. When we're done with the conversation, we will switch to coach mode.
Got it. Let's move into coaching mode. Here's what you did well. You opened with concrete examples and a calm, steady tone that gave you credibility. You held the line on client work is the priority and didn't fold when I pushed back, which showed leadership presence. Key opportunity. Your biggest gap was clarity of ownership. You danced between be more efficient and maybe the workload is too much, which let the conversation drift into defensiveness. A sharper version would be two things. First, we need to fix the missed deadlines. Second, we need to look at your workload to make that realistic. Then ask directly, of these items, which should we pause? Rather than tossing it back with it's your work. If you want, we can rerun the role play and focus on a crisper opening and handling pushback on workload without defaulting to be more efficient. Want to try that again with a tighter, more decisive version of you?
That's all right. Thanks so much. And then the results will be ready. You can go ahead and check them out. And this is what a classic feedback report looks like. On the right-hand side, you have the report, the record of the assessments, right? The transcript, the video if you saved it. And then we have content insights. Again, this is going to be tailored based on the specific scenario and what framework you're supposed to be evaluated against. And then our behavioral analytics that focus on perception-based behaviors. We can go into more detail on this in another video, but wanted to give you an idea of what the role play functionality looks like and feels like. Thanks so much.